Hey, we're excited. We're excited about the pieces that we have, but both of them are coming in injured, so we won't have them at least for the earliest these next two. They won't play, and it's always nice to get through the trade deadline, but I feel like our group was doing a pretty good job of staying focused with what we were trying to accomplish in the games that we had in front of us.
You mentioned injuries. We just got the update on Richaun. I know you were hoping that he was going to be back tonight. Now it looks like there is no timeline for when he might be back. And then you have additional injuries, and Dedmon is gone.
Yeah.
See where I'm going with this? What are you working with right now in terms of tonight and the next few games with trying to manage just roster space?
Yeah, just guys got to be ready to play. We've played belly at some 5 throughout the season. We've had success doing that. So with where we're at, unfortunate news about Richaun. I think we're all really looking forward to getting him back. But other guys are going to have to step up, and whether that's belly playing some 5, or even going smaller than that at times with Harrison, Tolliver, we're going to have some different lineups out there. But look, if we're missing out on some height, then we got to make up for it with the way that we're outrunning and attacking on the other end, and space people out and make them pay on the offensive end. So we'll see how things are going and keep looking at different groupings.
Tony Harvey, Sacramento Observer. Coach Walton, of course, you won't have these guys available for a little while, but can you get us a little synopsis, a little rundown on what you have in Alex Lynn and Jabari Parker, who's, a second-round, second pick a few years ago behind Andrew Wiggins, and he's bounced around a little bit. But what can you tell us about, their character, their anatomy of their games?
Yeah, I don't have a relationship with either one, but I've reached out to people that do, and heard that they're great locker room guys. Teammates love them, coaches love them. I think with Jabari, he's someone that can help continue to push the pace with our group. He's someone that can get to the foul line. He's aggressive offensive player, and has a ton of talent. Just one, need to keep him healthy, and then two, kind of teach him what we're doing and show him what we need him to do for us. So I'm excited about getting him out there. And Alex he's a big man. And we talk about defending our paint and protecting our rim, and it'll be nice to see once he gets healthy, what that does for our continuing to strive to get our defense more solid and set. So both bring different things to the table that we don't have, and I'm excited to be able to coach both those guys.
Hey, Coach. John Crotty with Miami Heat. Just coming in, what was the impetus or the driving force of putting Buddy Hield, having him come off the bench, even though he's your leading scorer? He seems to be thriving in that role, and why is that the case?
We were struggling to win games, and it's you're always looking at your team and what can we do, to give ourselves the best chance of winning, and a lot of times it's trial and error, and sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't, and then you make another change. But we weren't winning games, so I told Buddy from the first day that we did it, this isn't a punishment to you, this isn't anything you're doing wrong, this is more of us trying to continue to figure this thing out. And to his credit, he handled it like a pro. Obviously, most every player wants to start, but he's been huge for us as far as just coming in as soon as we put him in the game, being instant offense and giving us a spark at different times in the game that we need. It's I think been six or 7 games. I think this is the 7th game now since we've done it, and so far in a small sample size, it's looked pretty good. So we'll continue to examine that and play with it for now.
Luke, Anthony Chang with the Miami Herald. You coached Andre Iguodala for a couple of years. How do you kind of see him helping this Heat team at this point in his career, just kind of from what you know about him?
He's a leader. He's a winner, playmaker. Loves the big moments. Has a lot to share knowledge wise, and he's a champion. And if you're going after it, which it seems like Miami's making that push right now. They believe in this group. You bring someone like that in, you instantly get better. Especially let him get playing a little bit come playoff time. He makes a lot of winning plays when you need it the most.
Coach Mark Dembski, Fox 40. Do you have any kind of a timeline for the new guys as far as when they come in? And also with that trade and the other trade you made, how do you see the makeup of this team going forward? I know you're 50 games in at this point, but do you like the group that you have right now?
Yeah, well, Alex and Jabari are meeting with the medical staff right now, so they're doing their physicals and all of that. I've talked to both of them. They're both very excited to be here. I'll get more information, later tonight or tomorrow once we get all the results back as far as when they'll be able or ready to play, what the schedule is for that. And yeah, I love our group. We got a really good group, and I feel like we're making progress in what we're trying to do and understand each other. And it's been an up and down year, but that's ultimately you go through tough times together and you keep working and you keep grinding. That's how you come out tougher on the other side, and that's kind of the way we're looking at it right now. And we're going to keep pushing and keep fighting.
Luke Jason Anderson, Sacramento Bee. With Jabari specifically, former number 2 pick, real high pedigree, younger, had some injury history, obviously. But is there still, he's only 24, is there still kind of something exciting about being able to get your hands on him and see what he might be able to do for you here?
Yeah, absolutely. I think in today's NBA, a lot of times we give up on players a little too soon, and there's a reason he was the number 2 pick, and he's a young man with a lot of talent. He knows how to play this game, and it's been unfortunate he's had the injuries he's had, but we're gonna try to get him in with the group as quickly as possible and playing, and see what we have with it and see if it's see how he fits with the rest of the guys that we already have here.